What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a new year at the Fragrance Fraternity. Happy New Year. Hope everybody's doing great. Hope everybody's smelling good. Happy that we are here for another day in a new year, able to smell good, hopefully feeling good, good health, and have some nice fragrances we can talk about here. So thank God for all these blessings. And I'm excited to do some fragrance chat with you guys on another Wednesday here in 2025. Let me know what you guys wore for New Year's, if you had any comments on your fragrance, and also let me know what you're wearing today, and we'll talk about maybe some kind of highlights from the year, some new fragrance discoveries. I just grabbed some things that kind of stood out this year that I really liked. So maybe you guys have some experience and you can chime in as well. We'll just kind of chat and go over some highlights of the year. It definitely was I bought a lot of fragrances this year. Well, definitely kind of went crazy. So it was a fun year of fragrance for me. So I wanted to definitely hear about your guys' year overall and what were some of your best discoveries throughout the year as well. So let's get caught up in the chat here and we'll get into it. What's up, Gian? Thanks for being here. Happy New Year to me. 19 Degree. That's a really good fragrance. I get a little bit of an Aventus vibe from it with kind of raspberry going on too. I really like it. I'm hoping it comes down in price soon because it is kind of newer and it was their most expensive fragrance. I don't know if it still is, but thankfully with Toomey fragrances, if you wait a while, they get discounted pretty heavily. So hopefully that one comes down, and maybe one that I may want to look up getting into in the future, picking up. Good to see you, Gian. John Carlo, what's up, man? Happy New Year to you as well. Thanks for being here. Hopefully you're feeling great today, not too hungover. Latafa Maillard Cherry Intense. On New Year's Eve, you went with Black Rose Hall Fitty. Nice choice. You're smelling great, man. Not sure what that Latafa is supposed to be cloning. Maybe a Tom Ford cherry fragrance, perhaps. Let us know. Let us know, John Carlo. Joel, what's up, man? Good to see you. How you're wearing Virtus Vanilla Oud. Okay. Controversial fragrance. Not for me personally, but I understand the beauty and the appreciation for it. Definitely get where people are coming from. Happy New Year. Patrick is in the building. What's up, brother? Hopefully you're doing great today. Toomey Kinetic, one that doesn't get mentioned enough, actually. That's a good fragrance. To me, kind of smells like a cherry take on Sauvage. Kind of a slept-on fragrance, but really good. And I didn't even mention my scent of the day, but speaking of Sauvage, I wore Sauvage today, the EDP. Kind of go back and forth of if this is my favorite or the Parfum, but still good in 2025. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Still smells great. And I mean, I enjoy wearing it. I love it every time. It's a great experience. When you want something just clean and quality, can't beat Sauvage. You want that shower gel smell? You got it, brother. Let's see who else we got here. But yeah, Toomey Kinetic's solid. Frag, Kick Scriffy saying, Frag Frat, what's good? Kick Scriffy. Happy New Year, man. Hopefully you're all back to good health. Looking forward to hopefully meeting up with you here shortly in a few days or so. What's up, Jason? Happy New Year. I'm at work at the moment making that money. Hey, dude, we all got to hustle. Hey, you're starting the year off strong, getting after it right away. You got it going on, man. Doing the right thing. Try to chime in as much as I can. Yeah, no worries, man. Don't get fired on account of the fraternity. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Everyone's saying what's up. You guys are popping off in the chat. Love to see it. Starting the year off strong. I'm hype. We're getting after it. You guys, if you like football, check out Hard Knocks in season. It's awesome. Watched it yesterday. Really enjoyed it. My fragrance goal for 2025 is to stick to only buying 5 or less, or spend less than 1,000 total on fragrances. Yeah, that's a good goal. That's a good goal. I hope you achieve it. I wish you the best. I'll try to do my best not to push anything too hard on you, even though I have been hitting you up about several samples that you should try. So let me know if you want to rein it in. Good evening, Kevin from Lakeland, Florida. Hopefully you're having a great start to your new year and smelling good. Let us know if you're wearing anything, what your scent of the day is. Let's see what else is going on in the chat here. Not sure what the Latafa cherry is cloning yet, but it is freaking awesome. Okay, noted. We'll have to maybe research that one a little bit more. Sahara Precious Treasure brought in my new year. Dude, that is a great fragrance to bring in the new year with. I just wore it the other day as well, for something. Anyway, can't remember. But yeah, beautiful fragrance. Let us know. Did anybody mention anything? Did they get any compliments? Or is anybody like, "Oh, you smell really good"? Let us know. I have a feeling that that's the kind of fragrance that will pull some positive attention your way. Kinetic smells like a sweeter take on Sauvage ADP, Luna Rosa Carbon. Yeah, I get like this cherry type smell from it, kind of like a synthetic cherry mixed with Sauvage. I like it. I dig it. I like Toomey's fragrances. I like Awaken a lot, actually. It's one of my favorite blue fragrances. It's kind of underrated. A little overshadowed by the distilled version, which I gotta admit is fire, and pretty redundant to the original. But the original one doesn't have any performance problems. Like, it's a strong fragrance that lasts long. They're both really good, really. You'd be good with either one. I do like Awaken a lot as far as blue fragrances go. Let's see. I'm the boss. They can't fire me. Fair enough. More money, more fragrances. Exactly. We gotta pay for this hobby somehow, right? Joel, you are the boss. You are a boss. All right, guys. Well, let's talk about some fragrances, shall we? I don't know what could be exciting to start off with. Well, I'll tell you guys about this. So I've been into gourmands lately. You guys been? Do you guys like gourmands? How do you feel about gourmand fragrances? Personally, I've been into them lately, and one that I had to scoop up was from the Commodity, the brand of Commodity. You guys ever tried anything from them? I'm gonna screen share so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. The fragrance is called Milk Plus, and basically the way they work is their fragrances, they all have different concentrations, weak, strong, and like really strong, I guess. But they call it bold or milk plus, milk minus. See, they have milk, milk minus, milk plus, and they have this with a lot of their fragrances. So I haven't tried the other ones, but this one is really good. If you like a gourmand, it's kind of like a sugar cookie mixed with milk and marshmallow. It's really crazy. Can't say it's the most masculine thing in the world, but if you enjoy really sweet, kind of milky vanilla and creamy, like dessert like fragrances, like a piece of cake as well, this is really good. So you may want to sample this one. I like this brand too. I mean, they're made in America, so made in the USA. That's pretty cool. And yeah, I guess they're only at Sephora. That's kind of how I discovered them. Just kind of started trying them, and they're actually pretty good. I had the vetiver from them, and it was really challenging, but it was a good fragrance, just very challenging. And I knew it was going to be. I ended up getting rid of it, but they also have a one called Book that I enjoyed. Apparently, it smells like Santal 33. Let's look into that. This one was pretty good as well. It's called Book. Not super highly rated, but it's more of a advanced, I guess, fragrance. It's not that mass appealing or beginner friendly, but I think you guys would appreciate it. A lot of different greens working on. It's like green and earthy. I don't know. Perfume guy said it smelled like Santal 33. I haven't smelled Santal 33 in a while. I haven't done like a direct comparison, so it does remind me of that because he put that in my head, but can't say for sure. But yeah, see, that's the first thing I get compared to. Definitely doesn't smell anything like Gris Charnel. Green and earthy and woody, really nice though. Called Book, so you can check some of these out if those interest you. Let me get caught up in the chat and see if you guys have any experience with that. Let's see. Of course, I always lose my place in the chat. That's classic stuff. Yeah, I think that I was like right here. Yep. All right, cool. Let's see. Patrick, my Strong With You Oud gets delivered tomorrow. Super excited to try it. Let me know what you think. Mine doesn't get delivered till like Friday, I think. My mail's kind of been pretty slow. So spoil it for me. Give me all the spoilers. It's my favorite one, just over absolutely. Yeah, Joel's great taste, man. If he says it's good, he hasn't led me wrong yet. Seriously, everything he said is good, has been good. Blaine, good to see you, man. Happy New Year. Sorry if I'm a little slow, guys. I had a late night. As you know, I'm working on these entertainment nights, so I was definitely working late yesterday, but trying to keep it together here and attack this new year. Let's get after it this year. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Latafa Mushrabia. All right. Killian Smoking Hot. Not sure. I think I just tried that lately. I think I may have just tried that. Yeah. One of your favorites. Okay. Has a major twist. Well, let's look it up. Actually, I don't know if they're gonna have it if it's new. Let's check out this site. This is the site that was recommended for Middle Eastern parfum. If I can find a search bar, here we go. Mushraiba. Anybody know what that means? Here we go. Camera it up. Ooh, Giancarlo. What have you stumbled upon here, sir? This looks great. Apple, incense, pink pepper. So pretty sweet with nice cinnamon spice and dates, tobacco. Geez, this looks crazy good. How's the quality on it? Because I know sometimes with these Latafas, quality can be iffy. I'll just leave it at that. But look at this note breakdown. Damn. And the bottle looks pretty cool. Could get down with that. See what they have to say. From the House of Latafa comes Mushrabia, a unisex fragrance that effortlessly blends modern sophistication with timeless tradition. It opens up with the vibrant allure of apple shisha accord and a spicy hint of pig pepper, setting a bold yet inviting tone. Okay. Sounds good. May have to look into that one. Good call, Giancarlo. Putting us on to these hidden gems. Appreciate you. Seems like a lot of people love it. I just want to not add another designer oud to the mix. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A nice wearable designer oud. I don't really have that either. I had the same thoughts as you. Let's get that in the rotation for sure. Giancarlo, you tried Milk Plus. Okay, nice. Yeah, I got a 10 ml and then I had to go back and get a full bottle the next day. They had like a 20% off sale. I was like, yo, 20% off. This is crazy good. I wore it and I was like, yo, forget it. This is amazing. Definitely copping a bottle of that. Book smells like Santal 33 plus Grease Charnel mixed in. I know, crazy. It's like more earthy than Grease Charnel, I feel like. I don't know. It's an interesting take. Let's see. Million Gold smells like a designer. Sweeter take on Santal 33. Okay, Million Gold. Not sure if I've tried that one. I tried Royal last time. I thought that one was pretty good. Oh, here we go. Patrick's got the translation. Refers to a wooden lattice or screen that is used to surround windows and balconies in Islamic architecture. Okay, cool. Interesting. That's cool. I bet that's kind of what's on the bottle as well. I bet that's kind of what that architecture looks like. This looks really good though. All right. Let me tell you guys about some more fragrances. Let's see what else. All right, let's talk about coffee scents, I guess, because this year I was really on the search for a good coffee fragrance, and I was kind of snooping around, and I ended up going with these two. I really enjoy both of these. The first one, you guys may know it. You guys may own it. It is from Day 3 Fragrances. It is La Tacita de Cafe. Yeah. Winner of the 2023 Olfactory Awards. And you guys, these bottles, when you can get them at the right time, you can get them for $100. And when you're talking quality, like these are top tier quality, can rival other fragrances that are multiple hundreds of dollars. So if you can snag these at the right time, it's great value and you're getting a really quality fragrance. But La Tacita de Cafe, as far as the scent profile, it's not overly dominant with the coffee, which is what I really like. The coffee is more in the opening and it does kind of linger throughout, but it's combined with this kind of vanillic and creamy undertone, this really almost chocolatey feel, a bit of a gourmand aspect to it as well. And I guess I sort of enjoy coffee fragrance a little bit more gourmand because when the coffee becomes really prominent, that can be very kind of sharp and a very aggressive type fragrance, very bold, I guess would be the word to describe it. Um, but when it's mixed with this, you get this kind of edible element to it as well. And my other favorite coffee fragrance from this year was Amor Cafe, and this even, amplifies that gourmand edge even more, and it adds this beautiful amaretto note to the fragrance, which really makes it stand out and really blew me away. This was an instant love. So definitely recommend getting your nose on this one while it's still cold outside. These are both more so wintertime, colder weather fragrances. They do have a decent amount of sweetness to them as well. But beautiful coffee fragrances, beautiful blend on both of these, and very thankful to own them and wear them. Thank God. And let's do one more fragrance that's also on the sweeter side while we're talking kind of sweeter fragrances. This is a really great Montal fragrance that no one has talked about at all. Actually, Perfume Guy has talked about it. He's the only person I think that's really talked about it. So anyway, this is Dark Vanilla. I want to pull this one up for you guys. I found this one at Ross, which is kind of crazy. I think it was like $60. It's amazing vanilla fragrance. And if you guys know me, you know I'm not a big vanilla fragrance person, but this one in particular is incredible because it has a lot of leather and oud coming together with that leather, with the vanilla rather. I got to get off Parfum because this is for Middle Eastern type fragrances. Dark vanilla. Yeah. I mean, relatively new, 2020. Let's go to the notes. There we go. Yeah, so you get a lot of the leather and the oud and amber, and you get some of the sandalwood, which makes it kind of creamy, but it's very strong. I mean, if you know Montal fragrances, they are potent. I went 4 sprays of this, 4 sprays, and that was just like a crazy projection for hours. Everybody around me could smell me. It was too much. I got to go 3 sprays next time, or I got to go under the shirt because this thing is a monster, man. These Montal fragrances are no joke. Like, you want performance, Montal Mancera all day. Yeah, I just love the combination of the darker elements here. It does remind me, it's on the same level of sweetness as something like an Invictus Victory Elixir. And the way that vanilla is done, the way, that one's also like a darker vanilla, but the difference is that one uses a patchouli to darken it up, or, like, I don't know, what is patchouli? Is patchouli an aromatic considered? Let me know. But that one uses patchouli. This one uses leather and oud, basically. But they're like the same level of sweetness, the same level of beast mode kind of wearing experience with both of them. This one's a little higher quality, I would say, with the ingredients that Montal uses. But yeah, just have absolutely fall in love with this fragrance. It was a blind buy, and it was a huge blind buy win. I think it's my favorite vanilla fragrance right now. So Montal Dark Vanilla, super, super hidden gem. Let me get caught up with you guys. Yeah, get rid of that. Let's see here. All right, I think that's where we were. So far, quality is fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, I may check it out. That looks really, really good. Thanks for letting us know about that. Thanks for putting Zerzov Golden Dollar on my radar. Ooh, yeah, that's another really good one. That's another really, really good one. Once I get another paycheck or two, I'm going to do a Sunsplit order and try that one out. Yeah, let's look at that one real quick. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, guys, Golden Dala is one that is really slept on from Zerzhov. And I'm at the point I've tried a decent amount of their stuff, a decent amount. I mean, they have so many fragrances. I think they have like I don't even know the number, but I know it's over 150. They have so many. But they came out with some coffee fragrances, and this is one of them. And this is excellent too. It's a very spicy fragrance, which kind of makes it lean to the masculine side. But I could see maybe a woman wearing it. But yeah, I think it does lean more to the masculine side. You get a bit of this rose, which kind of adds to the unisex nature of it. But I'm not the biggest like rose guy in the world, and I really enjoy the way that the rose works in this particular fragrance. The amber, you do get maybe this working in very slightly. I don't pick up on a bunch of oud or anything, but you do get a nice like cacao, and I believe hazelnut is listed on Fragrantica. It's not listed on Parfumo, which is interesting, but it is on Fragrantica, I believe. Let's take a look at that. But yeah, beautiful bottle, a little bit of a coffee nuance as well. It smells just opulent. Like some fragrances really you smell this and you're like, wow, this just smells like a rich person or something. You just get that imagery in your mind. Like this smells bougie as fuck. That's one of those fragrances, at least it was for me. I want to check to see if they list a hazelnut note here. Let me see. Um Yep, they have hazelnut. Yeah, I definitely pick up on that hazelnut. Not sure if I just because I read that, but um, you do get a little bit of this hazelnut like nuttiness to it, which makes it a little interesting as well. So great fragrance. Really happy to have discovered that one as well. Realistic coffee bean accord can be dark and bitter like true coffee beans. Yeah, I mean, if you guys are looking for a fragrance that's realistic coffee bean type smell, you can check out Acro Awake. Beautiful coffee scent, but that really smells like a bunch of ground up coffee beans in fragrance form. It's amazing, but not something that I would want to wear. But if that's what you're looking for, certainly we're sampling that one. Fragrance Road Coffee Collections. Okay, yeah, they came out with a bunch of those coffee fragrances. Espresso and Affogato. Affogato said to be a Mancera More Cafe dupe. Mm, okay. Well, let me know how you feel about those. But yeah, I mean, you can never beat the OG, right? And these 60 mLs with the Manceras, they go a long way. Like I mentioned, they're strong fragrances. Let's see. Fragrance why I got a trio. Yeah, that's actually how I discovered Golden Dala. That I bought that a while ago, and that's how I discovered Golden Dala. It's actually my favorite out of those three. Um, I would rank that first, and then I'd put Naxo second. And I know Alexandria 2 is a favorite for a lot of people, but I didn't really care for it. Yeah, it just wasn't my thing. The opening smells like nail polish to me, and I had a meetup last weekend with someone like in the fragrance community who's also into this too. And I asked him, I was like, "Does that smell? What does that smell like to you?" And he confirmed nail polish as the opening, so I'm not crazy. But I'll have to admit, when it dries down, it does get a lot better. But I hooked him up with it, just because I don't know. Sometimes I just like hooking people up, especially if it's not something I'll see myself wearing. I got the new Dior and Parfum 2025. Should be in here in a few days, hopefully. Okay, cool. Yeah, love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think. I don't think we really have a chat going on Instagram, but if you want to start one, you can always blow up my DMs with fragrances that you discover and what you think about them. I love to read about that and talk about that. So, well, feel free to do that if you want. I love Golden Dollar. Ooh, nice, Giancarlo. You have Golden Dollar. Yeah, man, it's phenomenal. Um, I have that 15 ml thankfully right now, so I'm gonna wear that. But once that runs out, may have to definitely look into a 50 ml of that. I love day three stuff. Can't go wrong with any of their scents. You really can't. I mean, and when you can get them at the right time for a good price, if you can get these for $100, man, that is just insane value for really the highest quality fragrance that you can really get. I mean, you're getting it from Mon, which is you know, the best really in the world, one of the best. It's debatable, I don't know that much into, which houses get which ingredients or whatever, but they're definitely among the best. I don't think there's any arguing that. I would characterize patchouli as an aromatic, yeah, that can add a dark, dense nature, come off chocolatey or 70s hippie. Yeah, patchouli is an interesting note. I've been getting into it more. I want to try the Studio 54 fragrance from the perfume guy with Juice Box. I love Juice Box Cheeky Smile, and I've actually tried, I think, all of their fragrances. I got a discovery set a while ago. They have some really good ones. Some of them are definitely more on the feminine side, um, but they have several really good ones. Some I like. People like Feel and Chill a lot. That's a good like watermelon, or I think watermelon. Yeah, I like this one called Good Morning a lot. It's just a little bit redundant to other stuff I own at this point, but it was a beautiful, like aquatic, light blue, uh, really fresh fragrance. Um, they have so many: Night Flow, Beat Cafe, Black Powder. They have some good fragrances. Cheeky Smile though is on another level, but I want to try that Studio 54. It's Fragrance Fraternity, Jason. I just saw your comment. Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's talk about some mo. Some mo. All right. What else? Okay. I was on a search for a mint fragrance for a while, and I didn't really have to try too many before stumbling upon you or someone like you from ELDO, Etat Libre de Orange. Kind of hard to say their name, but a beautiful minty green. I haven't really worn it enough, I have to admit, but I'm gonna actually spray it right now. It's really refreshing, pretty ozonic, great atomizer too. And you can get these for a very, very reasonable price. I think under $50 or under $60. And the quality is on point. This is a French house, like legitimate French perfumery going on. I don't know. But yeah, beautiful minty green. If you guys are into these fresh, kind of more of a springtime fragrance, really not really the time of year for it, but just a beautiful minty fragrance. If you ever drink like mojitos, that's really what it reminds me of like the really like aromatic green side of a mojito mint leaf, and really almost tasting that. Really, it's so photorealistic, but really great quality here. Performance is decent, but it is a very fresh fragrance, but I get decent performance, especially, has a nice like aromatic tone to it that lasts a good while. So I really enjoy it. Let's take a look at the notes out of it. I know it's got mint and probably some other green elements working on, and probably like a C note or some kind of aquatic accord. There's definitely an ozonic like nature to it. Let's see. Mint, grapefruit, bergamot. Yeah, so a lot of the citrus, I guess, is working with the mint. That's really pleasing. And I guess green notes and musk and a couple florals here in this cassis, which I'm not exactly sure what cassis is. I guess it's just like a leaf. It's just another type of leaf. Oh, well, that's lovely. That's lovely. All right. Gotta want a little bit of that in your fragrance, definitely. Anyway, it's a nice, refreshing minty green. Been wearing it to the gym and whatnot. Let's see what else. I think this is still gonna be my favorite iris fragrance. Ralph's Club Elixir. I did win a raffle lately with the TLTG group in the membership group, and the prize was Gentleman's Society Extreme. So I was able to get my nose on that and wear that a good amount. That's a really good fragrance. It reminds me a little bit of like a higher quality Youp Homme Le Parfum. But that one also has a little bit of coffee working in there. It's not super prominent in there, but a nice powdery iris. But I still think Ralph's Club Elixir is the number one iris fragrance, probably then followed by Dior Homme Intense. And maybe I put that Givenchy at maybe number 3 or number 4. It's kind of neck and neck with Blue Noir Parfum from Narciso Rodriguez. That one, and I'm a really big fan of too. It's got a beautiful suede accord in that one. And yeah, it's got a bit of that like blue DNA. It's got this suede and it's got that powdery iris really working beautifully all together. Stunning fragrance. Yeah, let me see. Let me get caught up in the chat, and then I'll just keep talking about more fragrances until I run out of steam. Basically it. Let's see, how long have we been going already? Half an hour. Not bad, not bad. Is Alexandria too very powdery in the dry down? It's not powdery as much it is like spicy and I guess creamy, but not that powdery. I mean, I just wouldn't really recommend it. I really didn't care for it. Um, it's kind of warm and spicy in the dry down more than it is powdery. Yeah, I would categorize it more as warm and spicy. Sounds good, man. Let me know. I want to know about what you think about different fragrances that you discover or whatnot. I'm in love with Day 3 Scandalo. Yeah, bro, that is a beautiful, beautiful one. That if I was to pick up another one from them, I think that would be the one that I would scoop up from them. Beautiful guava note in that, just like tropical. That would be perfect for the upcoming summer, no doubt. Scandalo is a special tropical fragrance, really good. Um, and that's actually a good segue because speaking of tropical fragrances, my favorite tropical fragrance discovery this year was Lorenzo Pizzalia Summer Hammer. This is really great, really strong. If you guys want, though, there are some really good clones. I have to admit, like after wearing the real one and owning it and whatever, wearing some clones, there are some really good alternatives out there. So if you guys want to save some money, you can check out Exotic Hammer from Dua. They did a really good job with this one. Like spot on, really spot on. And then also the Alexandria one was really, really spot on too. It was called Hammer Time. I got it randomly because I got a different Alexandria and they sent me some samples, and that was one of them. And yeah, just spot on to Summer Hammer. But yeah, this is just an amalgamation of fruits. It's like a bowl of fruits. It's got this kind of rum booziness underneath it. Very sweet, very strong type fragrance. It's definitely bold, projects, and just red fruits, red berries, all kind of mixing together. It's got this kind of mango, also passion fruit type tropical feel to it. Really great fragrance. Blew my mind first time I smelled it. And yeah, very happy to own a bottle. And speaking of Lorenzo Pizzalia, if any of you guys are interested in Escopazzo, I got it yesterday from Olfactory LLC for $85. You guys familiar with Escopazzo? It's a fougere. It's very complex. Let's look into it. I want to see if they still have that deal real quick, just because like $85 for a Lorenzo Pizzalia is pretty crazy. Olfactor. Let me see if I can pull it up. There we go. Escopazzo. Yep. Yep. Still $85. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, let me show you guys though. It's a million notes and it's complex, but I really like it. Definitely one, I kind of even hate showing you guys that it's such a good deal because I'm just encouraging being a blind buy warrior, which is not a good idea with this fragrance because it's very complex. Herbal, woody, fresh, spicy. Yeah, it's definitely very green and woody. And it's a fougere, but it's kind of modernized, but it's maybe challenging for some. So yeah, not super blind buy safe, I would say. But there's a lot working in here. You do get the fruitiness. You know, if you've tried these Lorenzo Pizzali fragrances, they all have like some kind of a gourmand touch to them, like this like thickness and like creaminess a little bit to them. And this one has that as well, and with the fruitiness. But there's a lot of green notes going on, and you get also kind of the saffron like leathery base and tobacco with the leather underneath it as well working in. So it's a complex fragrance. It's a beautiful fragrance. It's definitely a fragrance for an enthusiast, someone a little bit deeper into the game with more of a mature nose or whatever. Not for beginners, but this is great. And not many people know about it. So maybe add that to your next sampling list. Let's see. I got to wrap this last hour up. Have a great evening. Happy New Year. Thanks for being here, Jason. Have a happy New Year. Hopefully, your New Year's off to a great start, and may you wear your fragrances in good health this year. God willing, man. Have a great year ahead for all of us here at the Fragrance Fraternity. Which Narciso? I get those confused. Blue Noir Parfum. Let me show you. This is a really great iris fragrance, Giancarlo. I would figure you have already tried it, but yeah, iris and suede, very powdery, but the suede note is really beautiful. Not quite as sweet as Dior Homme Intense. It's not that level of sweetness. And you do get a little bit of that blue noir DNA, if you're familiar with that at all, if you've tried the EDP. The DNA is certainly in there as well, along with this very powdery and, you know, like violet. You get a bit of this violet feel as well. So it's a great fragrance. That's the full note breakdown right there. Yeah, this Blue Noir DNA has this vetiver. That's kind of what sets it apart and makes it a little bit more interesting than, you know, it doesn't have that just basic shower gel blue. I think this vetiver kind of classes it up a little bit, and they use some really nice woods as well. It's a very solid line. All of them are really good if you're looking for a blue fragrance that isn't just basic with some nice, like, I wouldn't say complexity, but some nice nuance and a good quality for a fair price. Can't go wrong with these Blue Noir fragrances. What's up, Vance? Good to see you, buddy. Happy New Year. Club de Nuit Intense Man Body Spray. Quick reach. Smells great. Get a few hours from it. Oh, yeah, man. You're smelling good. Happy New Year. Love to see it. Starting the year off strong. I'm in Starbucks having coffee. Dark roast Christmas blend. Volume on low. Hey, man. Appreciate you checking in. Hopefully, I can add a little entertainment to your New Year's Day. Enjoy your coffee. Summer Hammer and Sangria on my full bottle want list for 2025. Yeah, a lot of people love Sangria as well. Personally, I'm Team Summer Hammer over here, but Sangria is good too. I can't deny Sangria is a great fragrance. Never knew there was a Club de Men Intense body spray. Wow, I tried to say that 5 times. They got a body spray of everything. $6.99 for 200 ml. Hey, that's a hell of a deal. You can't beat that. Giancarlo's tried it. Of course, Giancarlo's tried it. Giancarlo, you are the man. You are the freaking man when it comes to fragrances. All right. Let's see what else has been cool from this year. So many fragrance purchases, guys. It's kind of crazy. Kind of went off. Can't lie. Let's see. I've been getting into leather a lot this year, which is kind of new. So 2 that I really like from the leather side of things are Godolphin. And this was also an Olfactory LLC purchase for $90, I believe, a couple weeks ago. Yeah, PDM for $90. Sign me up. Tuscan leather is what it gets compared to. Fruity, leathery, kind of like a darker leather. I'm going to spray it on now because why not? And it's strong, guys. Those 2 sprays, That's gonna last me throughout the night for sure. Ooh, I love that Tuscan leather type DNA. Just a great quality, deep leather. Kind of like rough, maybe a slightly animalic, but you do get the fruitiness to kind of balance it out with that. Yeah, just when I smell this, sophistication comes to mind. Really more of a bold fragrance. This is not for beginners. This is not something for just a casual, night out. I will wear this to the grocery store with a t-shirt. I don't give a shit. But, you know, when I'm trying to communicate what this fragrance expresses when you wear it, doesn't scream a casual situation. It screams business. It screams more of a bold and more of a statement making type fragrance, especially with that leather prominence. But it's absolutely beautiful. I love it. I think it's my favorite leather fragrance right now. Yeah, it is my favorite leather fragrance right now. Yeah, it's phenomenal, guys. And then another one that's maybe not necessarily a fully leather fragrance, but there is a lot of leather that I detect, at least the smell of it. I think it comes from labdanum or saffron, but Chopard's Cedar Malaki. Um, I think Joel recommended this one to Ross, and then Ross kind of reminded me to try this one because we were talking about a different woody aromatic fragrance, and then he's recommended this one. I was just like, got it. My gosh, this is fantastic. There's a beautiful grapefruit note that works in the opening of this one that is really kind of underrated. That grapefruit is quality. It lasts, not the longest. It is on the top. It does fade away, but it is beautiful opening. As it dries down, it's leather and woods is really what I'm getting here, but quality is fantastic. It's in that like $65 range, and the quality is just it's excellent. This is a really nice cap too. It's like sturdy. I think I talked about this one last time, but yeah, really nice. Masculine, like woody leather with a little bit of citrus too. Just great blend, great quality. I kind of want to try more from the line now. You guys tried Cedar Malaki? Let me know what you guys think about it. Or do you like it as much as I do? Let's see. Where was I? Have you tried his very first OG fragrance? Very complex. No, I've not. Narciso Rodriguez Pour Homme. Is that what it's called? Let me know, Giancarlo, what the original one is called. Or just not I remember before it was not Blue Noir before it, right? It was the one that smelled like rain or something. Like concrete and rain. Um just for him, but not Blue Noir. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, the gray bottle before Blue Noir. Yeah, what is it called? Just Narciso Rodriguez for him, I think. I've not tried that, but definitely bucket list item to check out. Recently tried Godolphin, Kalan, Wajan, and the exclusives. Kalan's a funny one, man. When I was first like getting into this, maybe like I don't know, 2-ish years ago, I smelled Kalan and I was like, yo, this is the most disgusting thing. Like, why would anyone ever want to smell like this? This is awful. And now, like, fast forward, I recently smelled it and I was like, hey, this is actually pretty good. This is interesting. I haven't smelled anything like this. Now I like it. It's funny how that works. Wajan's amazing, just kind of hard to find. The exclusives can be that way as well. Um, but yeah, PDM's got a lot of different offerings. They have some good ones. I love Percival, but that one's like pretty basic and boring to most people, but I love it. Percival and Godolphin are the two that I own, but I've tried a decent amount of them. They have some good stuff. I like that it's wearable too. I like to be able to wear my fragrance and feel confident and not feel like I'm wearing something like too crazy. But then again, I'll wear Godolphin to the grocery store, so maybe I'm a little wild like that. Forgot Galloway, and you try that one too still. Yeah, that one's interesting. That one's interesting. It was like a like, don't love, but it's definitely unique and it's interesting. Definitely worth trying and just worth experiencing for sure. What's up, Esteban? He has made it, Mr. Aroma. Had the great pleasure of meeting up with him, talking some fragrances, and he showed me the coolest coffee shop that I've ever been to in my life. Seriously, can't wait to go back there. That place is really, really cool. Don't forget Hobdon. Ooh, yeah, that one's a legitimate hidden gem. Appreciate you being here, man. Hopefully, you had a good New Year's celebration. I have to try Cedar Malaki. It's Alberto Murillo's, and I like his stuff. Yep, the king strikes again, man. Alberto, the goat. It's a great fragrance. It's definitely worth trying, and it's reasonable price. Let's see. For him, Narciso Rodriguez. Yeah, just for him. Okay, cool. We're getting some people popping in here. Appreciate you guys stopping in on your New Year's Day. Did you know the Malaki line bottle were designed as the bottle, the watch band, and the cap, the watch style? Sign is the bottle, the watch band, and the cap is the watch style. No, I didn't know that. That's cool. I knew they made like pens and watches, but I didn't know that that was the thinking behind the design. Good tip. That's cool. I gotta say, I do really enjoy these bottles, and these caps are nice and heavy. Like this feels premium for sure. Clicks into place nice, feels quality. Uh, Thanks for being here, Quest. Nice to see you, man. Let us know if you're wearing anything today on your New Year's Day. No scent of the day for Esteban. Alexander's too is a beast. Yeah, it is strong, man. It is strong. Let me know what you think about the dry down, because nail polish in the opening, straight up. Have you tried mahogany teakwood before? BBW fragrance or anybody? I have not personally. Oh, the Bath and Body Works mahogany teakwood. Not sure if I've tried that one. Yeah, it doesn't really come to mind. You guys tried that Bath and Body Works fragrance? Am I getting the Tulum from Passport Fragrances? I don't know if I'm gonna get the full bottle. I'm still enjoying the. I think I don't know. It was like 8 ml at least, maybe 10 that you hooked me up with. So thanks. But yeah, we should take a look at that. It's a pretty good fragrance, guys. Esteban put me onto this fragrance. Let me see if they have it on here, or I'll just go to their site. I don't know anything about this brand other than I just tried this fragrance and thought it was pretty good. Have you guys ever heard of Passport Fragrances? So this one's called Tulum, which is a city in Mexico, which you guys probably know. But really, it's like lemon and tea. And you guys know how I feel about these tea fragrances. This one is a really sharp lemon, like really sharp and aggressive lemon. So if you want, a smooth operator, no harsh edges, rounded off, smooth tea, chilling type thing, that's not this. This is sharp, aggressive lemon tea being poured down your throat type fragrance. But I enjoy it. I don't know. Sometimes I really like sharp and like kind of aggressive fragrances for some reason. Like Cosmic Pepper, like that one's pretty sharp and aggressive, I'd say. And some people don't like it because of that, but I actually enjoy that when a fragrance is like really bold and sometimes makes a statement and really has like certain character to it. And I feel like this one has that. But really good lemon. Gonna work through that 10 ml and then see how I feel. But I'm trying to see if they have note breakdown anywhere here for you guys. Nope. Yeah, I don't know. Esteban, if you know a note breakdown, you can post it, or if somebody can find this note breakdown, but I don't think they're providing it here. But anyway, random fragrance, really good tea and lemon. Appreciate Esteban putting me onto that one. Took me a while to appreciate it. Okay, really? Maybe you're maybe like not the biggest leather fan. I liked it right away, but I've been really getting into leather and like woods lately. With cold weather coming up, be able to wear fragrances you normally can't wear, probably. Well, yeah. We do have our little California boy winter, as Vince likes to call it. I don't think he's here today, but he calls it California boy winter. So yeah, that's what we have here. So that's my winter. But yeah, I've been kind of getting into more of these, I guess, winter time fragrances. The leather and the darker woods and the gourmand, really like the sweeter type fragrances I like to wear during this time. I talked about Milk Plus. I've been wearing a little bit of some good clones. There's some decent clones by Alexandria that I've been enjoying a lot. Centurion is a pretty decent clone of Creed Centaurus, which came out, which is pretty pricey. And this 30 ml, you don't need many sprays. And sometimes when you can get these Alexandria fragrances on a good sale, it's a pretty good value. And they come pretty close. I've done a side by side, and they give you a good picture of it. It's never going to be as good as the original, obviously, but it definitely comes close and is really good for what it is. Dark Vanilla is another one that I've been enjoying. 1 Million Lucky is a really great designer one that I've been enjoying a lot. Just kind of looking around at what I have and what I've been wearing. Invictus Victory Elixir is really nice vanilla. So yeah, definitely busting out some of these cooler scents and taking advantage of the winter weather here, but doesn't get too cold over here, thankfully. Some powdery iris type stuff. I went to Tulum, Mexico during the H1N1. Didn't catch it. Oh, thank God. Saw some pyramids and ancient villages though. Yeah, I'm sure they have some really cool stuff from the indigenous times over there. I swam with dolphins too. Nice. I've done that before as a kid. Isn't that so much fun? It's the best trip I ever went to. Yeah, man. I want to go back to Mexico soon. It's been a while. I love going to Mexico, man. It's a great place to go vacation for sure and go do some fun excursions or whatever. Definitely looking into doing that here soon. What's the coldest it gets for you out in LA? I'm assuming low 50s. Where I live at night, yeah, it'll be like 55, which doesn't sound that cold, but it gets a little chilly because there's a lot of humidity, and it kind of hits different when there's humidity. Kind of goes like through your clothing more. But yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining, dude. I grew up in Colorado and lived there for like 18, 19 years of my life, and the winter there would stink. And Colorado even isn't even as bad as like some of these other places in the US. Like Ohio is probably worse, and Wisconsin I know was really rough in the winter. So I haven't even been to these places, but I got really over that. So I was like, my brother lived out here too, and we were both like, let's get out of the snow, man. Let's get out of this endless winter for at least half the year. It's cold, it's dark, it's cold, and it's just not the vibe, the experience that we're looking for. So we love it out here. It's pretty much 70 and sunny daily, and then at night sometimes it's colder, but it's great, man. It's the best weather in the world, dude, and I'm really grateful to God that I get to live here every day. I really say thank you every day that I get to live here. I absolutely love it where I live. It's a huge blessing, man. What did you go with for New Year's Eve? I tried Precious Treasure. Ooh, okay. Let me know what you think about it after wearing it. I was working, so I went with something a little bit more professional, but I don't know. I thought about going a little old school with it. I went with Beau de Jour. I've been getting into these Fougere fragrances. I've always been into them, but I've just been kind of thinking about them and wearing them a little bit more, especially because I fell in love with Beau de Jour so much. Because I'm a big lavender fan. Really good quality lavender is always really nice for me. And there's different types of lavender. There's like lavender, lavandin in this, little variations on lavender, but quality great. And it has that kind of vintage feel, but it doesn't smell too old manish. It does smell mature. These Fougere fragrances, they have that barbershop kind of maturity to them, which I liked. And yeah, I just always enjoy wearing this. It puts me in a good mindset for work and like a professional mindset. So I like to wear it to work sometimes, especially if I'm going to be a little bit more dressed up. I think it's just really nice in the air. I wish I had some cold weather to wear some of these scents. Going outside with these heavy scents is Blaine is in Australia. Is that right? Are you in Australia, Blaine? I feel like we've talked about this before and I'm just not remembering. Going to cruise in April. I booked Swim with Dolphins tour. I'm very excited. Well, you're going to have a great time, man. It's a really fun experience. Not a fan of no sun for extended time. Yeah, dude. And the worst was when it snows and there's ice. And I was driving a little Scion TC, so it was like a little front wheel drive. I'd be out there shoveling snow, breaking the ice in the morning before school. Just like, dude, not a pleasant way to start your morning, you know. The one thing I miss though is going skiing. I love skiing so much. But and I didn't get to go out last year. I just kind of skipped a year, saved some money last year, but I think this year I'm gonna have to make a trip back out there because I really love skiing. And that was like the one thing that snow is good for, right? Otherwise, it's just in everybody's way. Yeah. I was jealous of your LA boy winter last week. It's 20 degrees in the morning. Oh my gosh. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You got to warm up your car. There's ice on it. You got to get rid of that. You're just like hating life in those moments, man. And I feel for you, Patrick. I feel for you, man. You're a warrior, brother. And you got promoted lately. So you're kicking ass, man. Love to see it. More promotions in 2025, maybe. Jason can't even get promoted because he's already the boss. So he's already top of the game. But at least they're making it worth your time and the effort. But yeah, dude, I feel that. I feel your pain. I used to feel your pain. I don't anymore, but you get what I'm saying. What's up, Thunder Gaming? Don't think I've seen your profile before. So if you're new, welcome to the Fragrance Fraternity. Let me know if you're wearing anything. And we are happy to have you here in 2025. And if I have seen your name before and I just don't remember you, I'm sorry. Bade al Oud. Is Bade al Oud good? They have several. Which one are you referring to? I've tried the Sublime, the red one, if that's the one you're asking about. But if you're asking about another one, I think there's people in chat that have tried the others too. So let us know which Bade al Oud you're talking about, because there's a couple of them. Don't come to Canada. We get brutal winters. Ooh, yeah, I wouldn't come to Canada in the winter. You know, they're talking about the shared currency, so maybe we'll all be just flying back and forth here soon with no hesitation. I want to check out Canada. I've actually never been to Canada, but I wouldn't even know where to start. Definitely would want to go in the summer though. That much I know for sure. Let's see. What's the best fragrance to swim with? Dolce & Gabbana Lapori. I used to wear Julia Has a Gun Vanilla Vibes when I'd go to the pool. That was a pretty good one. It would melt with your sunscreen. It kind of had a sunscreen smell to it already. So kind of mixed with your sunscreen pretty well. That's what I would say. Precious Treasure was nice. It wasn't overpowering. Close to a skin vibe scent. Yeah, it's super musky. Gave it a good 5-6 sprays. Yeah, it was not overpowering, but I feel like it's always there, but it's not projecting like crazy. But good performance, not crazy projection, but it's classy, woody. Nice. Good to know your thoughts though. Yeah, it does have like a musky kind of like skin scent type vibe after a while. It's got a little bit like that waxiness from the Bushman candle. Let's see. Probably 9 a.m. dive. Did I miss this question? Oh, yeah, the best fragrance to swim with. 9 a.m. dive. Perfect. Or afternoon swim. Yep, you guys got it. French Riviera will probably be a good swimming fragrance when I think about it. Yeah, you go with French Riviera. You can go with Curaçao Bay from Jacques Foth. Shout out Joel. I know you love that one too. There's a lot that you could go with. Let's see. Any other things that were interesting from this year? I mean, I got a bunch of fragrances. I'll just start. I just grabbed a bunch of stuff. I don't know. Tempe Autumn, Jacques Foth. These are really good. These were on sale. It's amazing. Very earthy autumn woods, and just kind of like a leaf, like a dry leaf that fell off a tree, maybe with a little bit of like a sugary nuance on top of it to sweeten it up a little bit, and a little bit lactonic as well from Cecile Zarokian, who also did a lot of the homage stuff. So she's like pretty renowned perfumer. You can get these for like under 30 bucks. They're sometimes on the clearance from Fragrance Nut. They may still be. I don't know. Really good atomizers. like great performance, beautiful fragrance. Love Vera Sue as well. That one's excellent. Carasso Bay is excellent. That one doesn't get discounted as much, unfortunately. Um, and there's another one I have from them, I think, as well. No, I just have those three: Carasso Bay, Vera Sue, and Tempe Autumn. But yeah, all fragrance in a bottle. It's like a better version of Mesa Margiela's replica Autumn Vibes. This is a better version of that, in my opinion. And you can get it for like way less money too. Xerjoff 40 Knots is a really great fragrance from 2024 that I've been loving. A new discovery into the world of honey and woods. Really a little bit deceptive with the name, not super aquatic, not really what you would think of sailing or whatever. But a nice creamy sandalwood and kind of a powdery fragrance and a little bit honeyed sweet as well. But really love the mood that this like kind of embodies and the overall mindset that I have when I'm wearing this. Just feels very classy and makes me happy. It's kind of like a happy fragrance. It's uplifting for me, but helps me be in a good mood or whatever. Or I just enjoy wearing it. Really, wearing it puts me in a bit of a better mood. So that's what it really comes down to: is the experience that you get when wearing a fragrance. How does it make you feel? Does it improve? Does it add to your life? And if it does, and you enjoy it, then you got a winner. But yeah, I absolutely love this one. And it's a little bit on the sweeter side. I do like a touch of sweetness in my fragrance in general. The best Middle Eastern fragrance that I discovered this year goes to Blue Oud from Ahmed Al Maghribi. Definitely the best, like, affordable Middle Eastern discovery. Fruity. It's got a bit of this shower gel type Dylan Blue vibe to it as well. A little bit of incense, and a really beautiful leather, kind of in the style of a Tuscan leather, but it's got a lavender feel to it as well. Clean, but while still like having a leather underneath it that's pretty prominent. So it combines both worlds. If you want something kind of interesting but not challenging, something with a little bit more complexity that's also still blue and very wearable, this is a fantastic fragrance, and it's very strong. A couple sprays, you're set. But I've been loving this one. I mean, it combines two things that I really love, which is a really nice leather fragrance and like a blue Ambroxan shower gel lavender type thing. So it's like both best of both worlds. It's insanely good, guys. It's got like a little bit of this like blue Jolly Rancher candiedness to it as well, through what I believe would probably be like a bergamot or like a citrus type thing, adding to this kind of sweet candy type smell to it a little bit. But yeah, Blue Oud by Ahmed Al Maghribi is seriously sick. I need to wear that again soon. Just smelling it now just made me want to wear it again soon. Forgot to bring water this time, didn't I? Feel like my voice is getting raspy. All right. Let's see how long I can keep going. Picked up like 5 of those Jacques Foss when they were on super sale at Fragrance Net. That's the play, man. That was definitely the play. Just got 3 other Jacques Foss first wearing incoming. Ooh, definitely let me know what your thoughts are. Very Lassou and Lay Loden are my favorites so far. Nice, man. Yeah, I love Very Lassou. It does wear a little bit on the softer side, but I absolutely love the like lemony type green mix that's happening in it. Like, yeah, it's not too sweet or sharp. See, that would be a lemon that's more smooth and like rounded off, versus what I was talking about before, which was really sharp. Which was that Tulum fragrance. Yeah, 2 different lemons. Tulum, very, very sharp, very aggressive, and Very Lassou, very soft, very like rounded off, very friendly. Can't wait for my first homage Purpose to come in. Okay, that's not one that I hear people mention as much, so that's interesting that you picked that one as your first one. Did you sample it already, or is it a blind buy? Let me know. Have you heard probably new Jean Paul Gaultier Elixir Absolute coming? Yeah, I've heard about those. Um, I mean, I'll try them. I'll check it out. I didn't really like the Jean Paul Gaultier elixir, Lamal elixir. I just felt like it was just too sweet, too much of like this honey overdose. Like honey is all good, man, but work it in with some other stuff. It can really. It just overtook the fragrance in that, in my opinion. I much preferred the Le Parfum. So the bar was set like really high with Lamal because Lamal Le Parfum is one of my favorite fragrances. If I only could keep maybe, five or something, I would have to seriously consider keeping Le Male Parfum in there. So the expectation was high, and then Elixir was just super sweet and super different, and I didn't care for it as much. So we'll see about the Absolute. Maybe if they go more chocolatey, or maybe they go leather or something, it could work really well. And I'm open to trying it. I mean, I'll try anything. And New Society, yeah, I feel like I just started experiencing the side extreme. So it's like, the thing with these new releases is they never stop. So it's important to just like it can be entertaining to keep up with the new releases and to try them, obviously, if you want. Like, it's fun to try new stuff. But it's also important to try to like hit the brakes and try to just enjoy like what you have as well, because it can add up real quick, and you can get overwhelmed with too many choices. Love Ahmed Al Magri's Herfa earthy fruit fragrance. Yeah, I think I want to pick that one up. I remember we've been talking about that one, and also Latani. I remember those are definitely both on my radar. Those are definitely on my radar. So we get CK Parfum still popping up and get sets, etc. Yeah, see if you can snag it for. I think I picked up the 100 ml for $40, and it's a really good deal for that. So yeah, see if they still have it. I believe it was Marshalls that I found that deal. So I think it's a solid pick of $40. Lasts all day, and I mean, I really love it. Obviously, I've talked about it a bunch. What's up, Kara? Good to see you. Miss Coconut Girl herself is here at the Fragrance Fraternity. We appreciate you being here. Scent of the day, Prada Black. Well, you are smelling phenomenal on your New Year's Day. I must say so myself. Big fan of Prada Black. Definitely need to try Blue Oud sometime this year. Yeah. We'll do another decant thing at some point, I'm sure, here soon. So when that comes around, I'll definitely make sure to include Blue Oud in your little sample that I sent out to you. People saying what up to Kara. What's up, Greg? Happy New Year's Day. Scent of the day, all Watanya. Kion Classic, Dior Intense Clone. I've heard that one is really, really good. So, Greg, you picked a hell of a fragrance to get the New Year started, man. Wearing an absolutely phenomenal iris. Love to see it. Blind by Warriors all the way. Joel, don't encourage them. Don't do it, man. Just because me and you have a problem doesn't mean we got to get everybody else on this addiction too. You know what I'm saying, man? Try to keep it responsible. Sheesh. Le Male Parfum is top 3 designer for me. That's what I'm saying. Kara, you like the powdery fragrances just like I do. I see, because I love them, especially when they're done right. I wonder, have you ever tried Armani Code Parfum? Let me know if you've ever tried that one. How do you feel about that one? One's kind of also in that vein. I really enjoy it. Yeah. I'd be interested to know if you tried Armani Code Parfum and what you think about it. Yeah, I love Le Male Parfum. I've really been on the edge of buying a 200 ml. I have a 125 ml, and I'm a fool because I found another 125 ml at Ross, and I bought it for I think $70, and I'm a fool because I sold it. I mean, I sold it for 80, so big whoop. I made $10, but I should have just kept the backup bottle of that. So I'm like, I don't even know why I sold it. So now I'm like considering picking up a 200 ml of Le Male Parfum, because how many 125 ml fragrances have you guys finished? It's a decent amount. So if you can get through that, I think it's safe to say, okay, yeah, we found one of my absolute favorites in Le Male Parfum, no doubt. New LeBeau flanker called Flower Edition, Kumquat Violet Scent. Okay, that sounds interesting. Yeah, I'm not like the biggest LeBeau guy. I know, some people here like coconut a lot, and I'm okay on coconut. It's not my favorite thing. I don't really enjoy when it's super prominent, and LeBeau, features kind of that coconut smell. Um, that's just not my favorite thing. I don't dislike it, but yeah, I don't know, just not my vibe. I prefer more like the fruity type summer fragrances than necessarily coconut creamy type stuff. But I think it smells good on others. Need to get Le Male Parfum. Hey man, all in good time. All in good time, my man. No, I haven't. I sprayed it at Ulta, but it smelled more citrusy to me. Does it change up? And if so, what does it smell like when it does? I mean, the Armani Code DNA, it's kind of based around tonka bean and a little bit of maybe like a suede leather type nuance as well. And it's got a little bit of like a vanillic tone to it, but it's a really specific DNA that is really unique to the Armani Code line. And I know it does have a little bit of lavender, so maybe that I know you're not a big fan of lavender, so maybe that may not be super pleasant for you, but it's a solid powdery iris. It is pretty on the like fresher side of things. So it's kind of a date night fragrance though, which you seem to like these kind of date night fragrances because I really like them as well. Like Le Male Le Parfum and Prada Black, are both these kind of date night fragrances. Um, Armani Code Parfum, I would, you could wear that daytime office too, but I would maybe even throw that at day night. If you want to also try the one Eau de Parfum from Dolce & Gabbana, that's a good woody kind of tobacco date night fragrance too. A little bit different, not powdery, not iris like the others are all iris, but um, I wasn't sure about it at first, but it really grew on me, and it's also in that kind of vein. Obviously, La Nuit de l'Homme is a classic. A really good affordable one is Abercrombie and Fitch Authentic Night. Kind of smells like Fierce mixed with Ultramale. Um, doesn't last super long, but for a good 2-3 hours, you smell absolutely incredible. And on their own, Ultramale, not the biggest fan of, but when they mixed it with this Fierce DNA, it's crazy. It's a crazy, crazy good fragrance and not very expensive. Got a like magnetic cap on it too. I like the look of the bottle as well. Authentic Night is maybe one to check out if you like that Fierce DNA. What's up, Mo? Nice to see you. Happy New Year. Hopefully you're doing well. Let us know what you're starting off the year wearing today. What fragrance do you have on January 1st here? Do you like Aqua Senzali Blue? Great fragrance, the TLTG Special. I kind of strayed away from coconut a little and exploring more. Only natural. I do like coconut, but I'd say a vanilla cardamom combo is my new addiction. Now you're speaking my language. I love cardamom. Vanilla and cardamom. All right. Yeah, I mean that is like Le Male Parfum is tonka bean and cardamom. I don't know. I'll think about it if more come to mind. Oh, you may want to try Carolina Herrera 212 VIP Black. I'm not sure if there's cardamom in that. Let's look. It's a really great. It's pretty sweet. It's on the vanilla side, but it's on like the darker vanilla side. Let me show you this one. Yeah. Let's check out the notes. Yeah, it does have this absinthe, which kind of makes it different and stand out a bit. It has a lot of lavender. I know you're not big into that. Yeah, I guess it doesn't have a cardamom spices, but it does have a really nice vanilla prominence to it. That Montal dark vanilla is really nice. That's more leather and oud though than cardamom spice. Um, if you ever tried the new Centaurus, that's got some nice cinnamon spice to it and a bit of like amber, not necessarily vanilla, but it's got this like I guess maybe it does have vanilla and like this like ambery sweetness mixing with the vanilla, big time. Um, yeah, this is a really good one to maybe check out. If you want to check out the Alexandria version, you can get like sample sets and stuff from them. But Centurion is pretty close to this. I've tried both side by side, but yeah, this is another good like spicy one with a nice vanilla base to it. There's a lot of fragrances out there, as you know. Let me get back into the chat here. I'm okay with lavender, but not a shaving cream type lavender. Okay. Um, you have to clarify what like what would be an example of like a shaving cream lavender type, like Luna Rosa Carbon. Would that be like, what do you think is a shaving cream lavender type of fragrance? I do like La Nuit de l'Homme. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, so maybe let me have you checked out the one Eau de Parfum? I bet you like that one too. It's in that kind of date night style. The powdery blue I mentioned. Yeah, Aqua Senziale blue definitely is a great recommendation for a powdery blue. Absolutely. Absolutely, Vance. Made me buy Coconut Lagoon. Giancarlo put us onto a really good one earlier. I'm gonna have to go back and it was I can't remember the name because it wasn't in English, but it was like Arabic architecture. It's earlier in the video if you guys want to see. Put us onto a really good one. Armani Code Parfum. There you go. Speaking of Armani Code Parfum, Riley's wearing it. Just bought Buddha Chanel Parfum. Can't go wrong with it. Yeah, that one's great. Um, that one's great. And Armani Code Parfum is my favorite Armani Code. Still my favorite Armani Code. I love it. I love a good iris. I think it's just a perfect like professional fragrance. Perfect for a realtor. Perfect fragrance for a realtor. You're smelling great, Riley. Happy New Year. Let's see. Code Profumo was one of my favorites. Yeah, it's that would probably be my number 2. New EDP is similar, but like a slightly more versatile version. Yeah, I agree. Well said. I tried the new EDP as well. It's solid. It's really solid. If you like the DNA, chances are you're gonna like a majority of them. I liked Absolute as well. It's a little bit more challenging. It's got that suede leather. Kind of flip flopped on that one. Didn't care for it at first, but now I've really come around to liking it a decent amount. I've worn it. But yeah, there's a lot of them, and I haven't tried all of them. Like there's some A-list and Colonia, and there's so many flankers these days. We live in a world of flankers, but options are fun, so it's all good. Also from this year, Zaharov had a big year, so been loving both the Seraphims. Been wearing them a decent amount. The blue and the red. Got a decent like that. I think I've worn them about the same. Maybe I've worn the blue a little bit more because I've had it longer. But I really like both of these. For me, for going out and just which one I wear out into the world, I go with the red more. And I like the pink pepper sweetness that this one provides. And it kind of reins in that cypress aromatic tone and kind of reins in that eucalyptus tone a little bit. And it shines with the pink pepper, which I really enjoy that like kind of sweeter aspect to it. But the blue is really nice for kind of personal enjoyment, I've noticed, and more. I get this kind of therapeutic, like aromatherapy vibe because of the eucalyptus prominence to it and like the kind of mintiness and breeziness that this one provides. Yeah, just more of a relaxation type fragrance, a winding down evening, chilling out, just hanging out at home type fragrance that I like to wear for that purpose, for relaxation, like calming effect type purpose. So yeah, but both really great fragrances and quality, long lasting. I've been exploring the house of Zaharov more this year, and they have some great fragrances. Orem, I think, is the best honey fragrance I ever tried. I got to try a Signature Noir. I think I did that on the last stream. I went through a bunch of the Zaharov, so that was fun to be able to try those. One of the best freshies, guys, I love my freshies. I'm kind of a freshie guy most days. If you guys are a fan of ginger and a fan of the Lamensity scent profile, the Alexandria version of Lamensity is fantastic. Actually, all of their Louis Vuitton interpretations are really amazing. So this is the instance where I love clone fragrances. When the fragrance is either A, discontinued, or it's just a ridiculous price, like over $250, that's really when a clone is providing the most value. I think, buying a clone of a designer fragrance that you can get for under $100 is maybe not the play. If I was to advise someone, obviously do what you want with your own money, but for where my head's at with this fragrance, if you're to buy it, costs $375 before tax, I think. Or you can get it, for like $30, and it's almost the same thing. It's even stronger because I've tried the real one, and this Lamensity is amplified. It's really an amplified version because the original one it kind of wears like an EDT. I don't know if I think it's an EDP at least, but it does wear like an EDT. It's so just light, I guess, and kind of it doesn't wear heavy at all. This wears way heavier, which I enjoy about it. And yeah, a beautiful ginger and grapefruit and citrus type fragrance that is just a stunner. If you guys haven't gotten your nose on like that Lamensity ginger profile and you enjoy like a spicy freshie, you should definitely check that out. It's something you can wear all year round. If you like fragrances like Vibrato, like Tarati Blue, it's not quite as grapefruit heavy as those, but it's in that vein. It's related. It's that level of freshness. You'd wear it in the same situation. Code Profumo is one of my favorites. Yeah, okay, that was where I was in the chat. Did you ever get to try Code Colonia? No, I haven't, but I feel like I would love that one. I would really like to try that one day. Very fresh and sporty. Wish I could try that one. Yeah, I have seen it pop up on eBay before, but I'm in freshie overload mode right now. I can't do more freshies, man. I'm so maxed out on the freshies. It's crazy. Most like at least over 50% of my fragrances are fresh fragrances. They have to be. But those are the ones that I can wear on a day-to-day basis that much. I don't wear a suit and tie to work every day or something. So they just suit my lifestyle more. You got me to revisit Code Parfum and I bought it. Ooh, nice. I influenced you. Let's go. Everyone talks about Prada L'Homme, but I think it rivals it. Yeah, I mean it's Prada L'Homme is a little bit more I guess it's not as nuanced. It's a little bit more straightforward than Code Parfum. Code Parfum could be worn as like a date night evening fragrance too. It's got more nuance to it. But I love Prada L'Homme as well. Just smelling like a bar of soap, really. like a bar of soap iris type designer iris, but really quality and lovely. Both are great. I don't like comparing fragrances or like that's why I don't really rate fragrances. It's just it's just art. So if it's good art is good art and art that isn't good is not good. It's you don't really have to say one piece of art is better than another or something, They all have their own place and it's either it's hot or it's not. But yeah, I'm glad I got you to try it again and now that you're hopefully wearing that and enjoying it. Anyone tried the new Dior Parfum 2025? I don't have these connections. I don't have these crazy connections, but maybe somebody in the chat is hooked up like that to have been able to try it. Let us know. Sahara to release that super Oudi Pour Homme soon. Might get a sample. Could be good. You never know until you try. You never know. Dior Homme Parfum 25 takes Dior Homme Intense and mixes it with Society's Vetiver Woods and Amber. Ooh, that sounds great. That sounds like a more complex Dior Homme Intense. I bet they amp down the sweetness a little bit, like a woody Dior Homme Intense. Sounds pretty freaking amazing to me. Got samples about the Seraphim on the way. Okay, let me know what you think. Definitely want to hear your thoughts about them. Yeah, hopefully I didn't spoil the surprise for you just now because we talked about them. I think the red is more attractive, seductive night out vibe. Hell yeah. Blue, more of a personal enjoyment aromatherapy scent. Patrick, you are usually on the exact same page as me. That is why we talk so much about fragrance. Seraphim blue is nice. Definitely. Prefer the OG Parfum, but the 25 version is good. Don't need it if you have others from Givenchy, Valentino. A little bit redundant to others. Yeah, I could see that, man. I'm kind of maxed out on powdery iris at this point as well. But I'm really happy with the ones I got. So the Aurum Intense, fantastic. Ralph's Club Elixir, Blue Noir Parfum, and Society Extreme. Pretty set with those. But those powdery irises, man, there's something intoxicating about them. Tazo talked me into buying Amber Oud Aqua Dubai Imagination. Okay, interesting. Amber Oud Aqua Dubai Imagination. Okay. He loves it and he hates clones already today. It's the first clone I bought in months. Okay, interesting. I want to know your thoughts about it. Let's look that one up. I'm not familiar. What was it about that he said that sold you? I guess that's what I'd like to know. What? Oh, Amber Oud Aqua Al Haramain, I would assume. I know he was a fan of the gold, which I think is supposed to be Herbapura, which I dig. I like Herbapura. Citrus green must. Oh, I like this bottle too. Let me just say that. Is this the right one? Yeah, it is. Okay. Citrus green, musky, fruity. Okay. Got my attention. Well, it's a good voting. 4.38 out of 5. That's pretty good, guys. Pretty good. A lot of citrus, green notes. I mean, I love that. Amber, melon, blackcurrant, pineapple. I mean, how could you not like this, right? Musk, petitgrain, galban, and vanilla. This looks good. Let's see. Well, I like to look at if it's rated masculine or feminine sometimes. Okay, unisex towards more male. That's cool. You know, just looking at the note breakdown, it could really go either way. I mean, this looks great from the note breakdown. Let's see what it's supposed to be similar to. Oh, imagination. Okay, okay. Yeah, you said that. Imagination clone. Duh. Yeah, imagination's cool. It's got a neroli prominence to my nose. So depending on how you feel about neroli, you may really like it. You know, some people get it more than others, but get a nice like neroli soapiness from it. And a lot of citrus, yeah, too. Imagination is not my personal favorite of the Louis Vuitton kind of freshies, but I think it's a good fragrance, and I absolutely understand the love for it. It smells really nice. I'm not denying that by any means. Can't stand, but I wanted to say Happy New Year, sir. Happy New Year as well to you, CJ. Thanks for hopping on for a second. Hopefully you're enjoying your New Year's Day. You know, I love being here with you guys and girls of the Fragrance Fraternity. There's about 15 people watching, and there's really nothing I'd rather be doing than talking fragrances in the middle of the day here to start the year off strong with the members of the Fragrance Fraternity. God is good. What can I say? Gotta love it. And the chat is flowing. It's all clicking right now. We're at an hour and a half. You know, we'll keep going. May take a break and then come back and do like a 5-minute break or something. Let's see. Let's go. I got myself Le Parfum coming tomorrow. Okay, and Decant of Infinity by Montal coming Monday. Okay, best of luck with myself Le Parfum. Yeah, just hope you like it. Praying for you, girl. I don't think it's awful or anything. It just didn't work on my skin, but I think that was just a personal thing. I just prefer the EDP, but I know a lot of people out there really love the Le Parfum, and it works really well for them. So hopefully you're one of those people. A Decant of Infinity by Montal. I'm not familiar with that one. I would like to look up that one. Montal's got some great fragrances. Infinity, he said. Okay. Ooh. Damn. Look at that bottle too. That's sick. Wow. Damn. Good start. Sweet cherry, warm, spicy tobacco, fruity. I mean, this is right up my alley. Cherry can be a little feminine sometimes. That's the one apprehension. Wow, look at these notes though. Wow. Black cherry, plum, saffron, pink pepper, cardamom. How could this be bad? Oud, leather, sandalwood, rose, vetiver, tuberose. Okay. Tobacco leaf, mellow sugar, and tonka musk. I mean, This could be crazy. This could be really crazy. I want to get a sample of this. Damn. I love plum. I love cardamom. I love everything I'm seeing here. All right, Kara. I see you. I see you, Kara, putting us onto some fire. Pretty highly rated as well. You know it's going to be strong. Montal doesn't mess around when it comes to performance. I wonder how'd you find out about that one? Who put you onto that? Or did you just research that yourself? Be interested to know how you heard about that one. That one looks good. Let's see what Patrick is saying. I would expect you to have 6 freshly new fragrances. Yeah, as I do. But I get some darker ones in that I really like. Sometimes I go off with these leathers, and it's definitely something I've been exploring more as I've gotten into this. As I've maxed out my freshies, time to explore other avenues. You can order the new DHP from Dior. Good to know. Let me know how that Infinity is. Sally was talking about it. Okay, cool. Sally's tried it. Nice. Yeah, I want to hear some more reviews about it. Definitely caught my interest. Like a good sweet fragrance. Mo money, mo problems. That's right. I've seen a lot of reviews on them already. I mean, people can explain as a horror off, but none are ever what you expect. Even for about hearing it, very unique and original. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the thing about all these fragrance reviews is you never really know until you try it yourself. You never really truly can know what it smells like until you try it. And that's just the unfortunate truth about it. So they can only introduce you to a fragrance or show you something new, but to really, really know, it's only one way. Or today, just the way you described it. Yeah, but I'm not saying that I don't blind buy all the time as well, as a caveat to that statement. He hates all clones, but still put this one in his top 10 of 2024. All he buys is niche. Hey, he loves it. He loves it, clone or not. He loves the smell, clearly. Just like I kind of have stayed away from clones as well, like gravitated away from them. And Blue Oud, I mean, I don't care what this is. This is amazing. I don't even think it's a clone though. I'm not sure. I've heard people say it is, and I've heard people say it's an original, but it's taking obviously some profiles that are already out there. Which what fragrance isn't under $50 or whatever? But yeah, that's a whole nother topic. It's the end of the day, Creed Royal. Ooh, Newt, nice to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're having a great New Year's Day. I'm probably going to wrap this up soon. I'm running out of gas here. We talked about a good amount of fragrances. We could talk about one that was kind of like maybe a little bit of a letdown, I guess, but the new Bulgari Pour Homme. It's just okay. It's okay. It's a very mild tea-based fragrance. I've been wearing it to the gym. It's really good for that because it doesn't scream off the skin, but I don't know. If you guys were thinking about it, maybe I would say you don't really have to have it. It does really remind me of the original a lot. And I know there's some other flankers, like an Extreme, a Soir, that kind of change it up. Maybe those are more interesting. I haven't tried those, but this really does just smell like an EDP version of the original, if you're familiar with that. Pretty like Mont Blanc Starwalker or Versace Mano Fresh. Maybe a little bit boring to most out there. And I got it mainly for nostalgia because I have actually worn a whole bottle of the original. And that's a fragrance that kind of got me back into it. So I wanted that scent profile just to have. And I've been enjoying wearing it to the gym, but can't say it blew my mind or I liked it enough to where I would tell people to get it or something like that or recommend it to people. Said there's more citrus and ambroxan in this one than imagination. It lasts all day. Okay, well that sounds nice. That sounds good. Meteor is a nice one from Louis Vuitton too that kind of gets overshadowed because they have a lot of good ones, and Afternoon Swim and Pacific Chill just kind of overshadow, and Imagination and Lamensity, they all kind of overshadow Meteor, but I think Meteor is really, really nice too. And again, it's more of a price tag issue than it is a scent issue. Love the scent, hate the price tag. So if you can find a really good clone, that's the way to go with the Louis Vuittons, unless you just got it like that. Unless you're money bags, which some of you I hope are. I hope all of us are by the end of the year. Then we can talk about all the fragrances. That's the best looking Montal bottle I've seen. I know, right? That does look really, really nice. Let me show that again. Look at that. It's pretty sweet. Dig it. Stop. um Saved up for that one. Yeah, for real loot, I bet. I'm sure it's worth it though. I was actually thinking about wearing the clone of that one today. Ministry of Oud Royal. It's funny that you're wearing that. I was gonna wear that tonight. I haven't worn it in a while. I saw it and I was like, yeah, I should wear that. It's been a while. Can I get a loan so you can buy me some Mentor? Thanks. Yeah. Dude, the Mind Games fragrances, they're so pricey, man. I don't know. You guys think they're worth the price tag or are they overpriced? Are you just paying for the bottle, you know? Because they have really cool bottles. But yeah, not sure. I guess it's all dependent on how much money you have and whatever. It's all relative, right? Yeah, Jason V. You got to talk to Moneybags Virtue if you want a loan. Interest rates going up though, from what I hear lately. Okay, Sally talked about it. Well, props to Sally. That one looks good. Got to try that one. I'm gonna add it to my list. I go through the video at the end and always add some of the fragrances that stood out. I got a running list of like stuff to sample. So the fragrances, the Latafa will go on that list. Just have on my radar. This Infinity one will go on that list as well. And yeah, maybe any others that you guys think should be on that list. Drop them. Let me know. Don't gatekeep. Let the fraternity smell great. All right, Giancarlo, good night. I'm also wrapping up here. I'm running out of steam, as you guys can probably tell. Sucks you're let down by Ligari Poor Home. You're looking forward to it for so long. For some reason, Shane was just redundant, weak thinker. Yeah, a little bit, but you know, I'm not even mad at it, man. I've had so many just incredible, amazing discoveries this year and acquired so many beautiful scents that I really it's not a big deal at all, man. It's totally fine. I got so many things to be grateful for and so many fragrances to be grateful for that if you get a dud every now and then, that's just natural. It would be weird if every single time it was amazing and you blind bought it. That's just not how reality works, unfortunately. Is Blue Oud spicy at all? I wouldn't call it spicy. No, not spicy. Leathery, fresh, little candied like citrus sweetness. Sauvage meets Tuscan leather. Not as rough and tough as Tuscan leather though. More like designer leather, kind of synthetic leather smell, but still smells great. I've heard a lot of people say they think Meteor smells really good. Yeah, Meteor is really good. It's kind of slept on. My favorite would probably go Pacific Chill as my number one from the like freshy side. Then I'd go probably Afternoon Swim, and then Meteor would be number 3, and then Lamensity 4. Even though I love the Lamensity scent profile, I just like the clones of it more because they're just amped up a little bit more. They're a little richer. I wore John Lowe Immortal from Maison Alhambra a lot last year, 2023, I think. I don't remember how long I've had it, but summer of 2023, I think I was wearing that one a lot, and people were loving it. I was loving it, and I just fell in love with that scent profile. And then I tried the Real Lamensity, and I was like, this is kind of like weak compared to that John Lowe Immortal. That one was like way stronger. I don't know. So I like this Alexandria Lamensity one now. That's kind of my favorite version of that. Ginger fragrances though are just amazing. Ingenious Ginger is amazing. 5 o'clock Ginger Ombre is pretty good from Serge Lutens. I tried that one. That one's Ross's favorite. He put me onto that one and I like it. Not sure if I'm going to get a full bottle, but it is very solid. And I love Vibrato as well by Suspiro. That's my favorite like summertime ginger. Meteor was a bit of a letdown for me. That's just personal preference. You get a lot of soapy white florals and rolling. I'm just not a fan of that accord. Okay, yeah, for sure, for sure. I get kind of like a blue shower gel vibe from it, but a little bit different way. It does have a bit of a floral thing going on. It is a unisex fragrance, definitely. But yeah, I mean, I can see where you're coming from. I think they're all overpriced, but they do smell amazing. Yeah, I just don't see any fragrance should be over $400. Exactly, exactly. It just kind of gets crazy, and that's when the clones really shine. That's when they can step in. Like, you know what? We're not going to be paying these crazy prices. Just get it for like $30 or whatever. Yeah, a lot of see that's the thing with a lot of these more expensive fragrances. It's like I love the smell. I hate the price tag, so I'm not going to buy it. But I like the way it smells. Um, that's pretty much all the mind games, really. Jadoub is a really good one from them. It's got this pomegranate fruitiness. All right, I'm gonna wrap up here very soon, and that's it. If you guys have any final thoughts, go ahead, drop them now. Have a great start to your new year. Have a great week coming up here. I know it's kind of in the middle of the week here with New Year's Day, and it's throwing everything off. But appreciate you guys. Hopefully, we keep the channel growing with cool people. Oh yeah, I wanted to say one thing. I was thinking I should have said this in the beginning, but there's a lot of rotten people in this world, so I really appreciate when I find some really cool and really good people and really like honest people, and yeah, just a great community of gentlemen here, and a couple ladies as well they always have their heart in the right place, a supportive group, a friendly group, and I just want to say thank you guys for all the support last year, and you know all the support throughout, hanging out in the live chats, contributing to the conversation. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I really enjoy the community aspect of this. I've really enjoyed meeting some new people and connecting with you guys online. And I want to keep that going this year, and we'll see where it takes us. And, maybe we all wear our fragrances in good health this year, have a great, blessed 2025, and have, many moments of joy and happiness surrounding us here in 2025, God willing. So let's push for that. I'll wrap up here with the final comments, and then we'll do a final sign off, and that'll be it. Stronger protecting, amp up the aroma molecules, use more Ambroxan. Yeah, I love Ambroxan, so load me up with Ambroxan. I'll be happy. Blue Talisman was in the 150 range. Yeah, same. There's a lot of fragrances that are in the 350 plus range that if they were more obtainable, I would also definitely recommend getting the real thing over a clone. Good night, Mo. Good night. Thanks for being here. Esteban, thanks for coming in. Patrick, let's see. We had Newt, we had Kara, we had Blaine, John Carlo, we had Jason earlier. Let's see who else we had. Gian was here. Vance was definitely here. Let me give everybody a quick shout out before I sign off. Anybody else that I missed here that was hanging out? Joel was here hanging out. Appreciate all you guys. We had someone named Thunder Gaming come in and leave because he didn't specify a question that he asked. He didn't follow up on that. So see, Quest was here. I think that's everybody. I think I got everybody. Cool. Oh yeah, we had Kevin also and Kix Griffey here as well. So thank you guys all for being here. If I didn't miss anybody. Anyway, see you guys next time at the Fragrance Fraternity. Peace out, everybody. Later.